Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of my Area 27 SCP tests. Today we're going to begin part 1 of the testing on SCP-173. So before I get to the actual testing, I'd like to share some brief background knowledge of the SCP as well as some of my test info. So, this is SCP-173. SCP-173 appears as a stone statue with strange markings on what is assumed to be its face. SCP-173 remains in a standing position with its arm-like protrusions protruding from its torso. The SCP remains still until one or more objects enter its inner containment zone. Once it detects the presence of one or more subjects in its inner containment zone, SCP-173 will turn off the lights and begin moving towards the closest organisms at an unknown speed. Upon reaching the target, SCP-173 will attempt to snap the target's neck, usually resulting in death. Now, moving on to my test info. I actually decided to use the test idea board for this one. So here's the test question I got, along with the description. Essentially, it's just me counting how long it takes for SCP-173 to terminate the Class D. I would share my hypothesis, however, looking at the scientific department Trello, I would say the outcome is pretty obvious. For test log reasons, I'm just gonna say my hypothesis is that it will take around 3 seconds on average for the SCP to terminate the Class D. Alright, I have a few more things I need to mention. I promise it'll be quick. So during the test, you might see me wearing this outfit, which is not the correct uniform. This is. The second thing I have to mention is the way I handled the test. It was not professional at all and could in fact have caused a breach. I do partially blame what happened on the game for not taking one of the Class D's items. Anyways, sorry for the long intro, let's move on. Alright, so before I begin this test, I'd just like to say a few things. So the first thing I want to say is the Director of Research, or former Director of Research, Grydor, I don't know how to pronounce his name, was forced to resign by the developers, according to what he said in the announcements channel of the SCD channel. And in my opinion, that's really sad to see. I mean, I never talked to him personally. I never really met him or her or they, but I do know that they were in the group for like what, 2 years. I mean, they were really a staple of the scientific department, and it is sad to see them go. So yeah, I hope Grydor the best. Grydor, I'm sorry I can't pronounce their name. Alright, so we're gonna do a test on SCP-173. Let me just make sure I have everything prepared. Okay, so I'm looking down in the testing comms and I'm really confused. It says please use the board for SCPs. So I'm pretty sure they're referring to this board. So let's see, 173. Let me just get some things ready because I did have a whole question ready, but I think this one will just be easier and more efficient to conduct, especially because for those who don't know, the test board actually does automatic test logs, so we don't even have to do it, I think. I'm not really sure. I've never done a test idea board, so let's just I'm just gonna ditch my old question. So we've requested the thing. It says request in BR1 for a SCP test on SCP-173 with 3 Class D Bivacremzer. So now we just wait for them to deliver the dude. So now that we have the CD, I'm gonna let them brief. Alright, so now we're gonna commence the test. Oh, this dude's how do he just disobeyed this on order. I don't think I can shock him, so we'll just keep going. Here we are. This is SCP-173's containment zone. Here we go. Wait, this door just opened? Whatever. Please follow these instructions, okay? So basically, I'm just going to tell them to go inside and wait to die. And how did this Class D just get inside? I'm just gonna continue with the test real quick. I don't know how they got inside. I'm waiting. I'm just gonna let this. What is going on? Why is the door opening like this? All right, so I think Epic Manual is the one that has the key card. So I'm just gonna ask them the guards to terminate him. There we go. No, what? She's in the containment zone. Is she still in there? I think we're just gonna have to wait for her to die. Alright, that was really weird. It looked like Epic Manual had his key card still, and he was able to open the blast doors. I didn't realize that until later. He was just letting the combatives in and, or not the combatives, the other CD in and out. Alright, so because I can't click any of these test idea boards, I'm just gonna copy paste the title description and the test title. There we go. Wait, actually, before I do that, I want to make sure that there are enough combatives. Let's see. So we've got no TIU, no SD, one redacted CM. Alright, well, unfortunately, I won't be able to host the test now. Alright, I apologize for the failed SCP-173 test. Unfortunately, the Class D somehow got possession of a keycard and completely ruined the test. Unfortunately, there aren't enough combatives to do another test, so I'm just going to leave it here. If you're interested, please consider joining my Discord. It's linked in the description. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.